Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm back with another banger. I'm back with another banger for your guys, Back with another banger. So we're gonna jump right into this. And let's get right into this. Okay, you see the topic, right? This topic needs to be addressed and it needs to be discussed. And we're gonna do it in a way where that all of us can understand and should understand on who we are, right? There's so many hidden secrets about us in this land right here, right now in this land that a lot of us cannot understand, right? So I'm going to break down from a what? From a spiritual point of view, right? From a spiritual point of view, how we came about as people. Now, this topic may be long. It may be an hour long. I'm gonna try to keep it to 30 minutes. But if it overgoes 30 minutes, so be it. Because these things need to be addressed and it needs to be discussed amongst who, right? The natives of the land and the individuals that been here before the natives of the land, the indigenous people, right? The very foundation and the very soil of civilization on earth. Okay. So we're going to get into this discussion. But before we get into the discussion, you know how we do on this channel, right? Keep your eyes open and your head on the swivel. Is murder, death, kill going on out here. Not just physically, right? But what? Spiritually and mentally. Live the life, lead the life. Ain't no thing. Murder, death, kill. I'm married to the game and the game is married to me. And this mindset presents itself in what aspect? Money, clothes, cars, the lavish of life, the things that we look at as physical, it presented this way and making it seem like you're gonna last forever in this way of life. But it's not showing you that the only way out is trickery. The only way out is what? Jail and death. That's it. That's the reward for that. And it's never everlasting. But there's another way out. It's a really, really small crack that you really can't see when you in this mindset and doing demonic, evil, twisted things for this mindset to keep living, murder, death, kill, violence upon violence, right? You can't see it. It's a little small crack of light. You need to pierce through that and get out. That's where the spiritual existence is at. And you need to find your way to this dark, evil, twisted, demonic, evil upon evil way of actions. Right? Like, share, subscribe, comment on the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. This is all big facts. We are coming with bangers after bangers after bangers after bangers, heat upon heat upon heat, content after content after content after content. And you may say to yourself, how are you getting these bangers and heat? Because it's always been inside of me. As I was going through life and my struggles and ups and downs and my experience, I gained all the knowledge. I gained all the wisdom. I gained all the understanding. And what? Ultimate, I gained the spiritual experience from a spiritual eye. So this is why I'm here to tell you and guide you through a path that is meant for your demise and my demise. But we're going to get past this mindset. This is all true facts, beloved. All true facts. Right? You're going to see a lot of weird things that's going to make you go, what's going on? There's no hope. There's no justice. There's no balance. But on this channel, Flow Team, that's what you are. Flow Team. On this channel, you're going to get the boats, you're going to get the rafts, you're going to get the airplanes, you're going to get the aircraft carriers, you're going to get the choppers, anything to save you from the darkness and save you from the evil that it overspreads among us on this channel and get you through and push you through so you can elevate you and your loved ones. This is facts. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. This is all big facts. And this is what this channel is promoting. It's promoting to elevate yourself. On this channel, we don't promote violence. We don't promote ignorance, right? And we don't promote calling each other these derogatory names. You know the names I'm talking about. Saying that we never going to be nothing in life. We're not going to amount nothing to life. This channel is to uplift you, uplift you, uplift you, uplift you. This is what this channel about right here. And I'm getting it early in the morning because you know why I'm getting it early in the morning? I was thinking about it and discussing it with inside of my thoughts and understanding. If you go to my last video, I was going to break down the religion. This is right here, but it's on a different part. I'm going to break down the religion, right? This is the part when I'm talking about how the religions come about and where did they come from. And I'm going to keep it real with you, right? Okay, so, you know, on this channel, we listen to a little jazz music before we get into our topics, before we can discuss these matters at hand. And everybody want to know, who are we? Why we don't have a culture? Why we don't have a language? Why we don't have any things, right? And I'm going to break it down to you. So let's get into some jazz music so we can sit down and we can discuss this. Okay? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. My beautiful, beautiful brothers and sisters, kings and queens out there. I'm here with you. You are here with me. I'm you, you and me. Trust you, me. There's no difference. There's no difference. Trust you, me. No difference. Please like, share, subscribe to the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. This is all big facts. That's coming with bangers after bangers after bangers after bangers. This is all big facts, you know. Want to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend that Austin is here. Austin is here, right? A descendant of the ancient ancestors. Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm one of them. I'm a descendant of the ancient ancestors. That's right. This is all big facts. One tell a friend, one tell a friend, one tell a friend, one tell a friend. Share, like, comment, subscribe. Please. This is bangers. Heat. Content. That's right. I'm running it up. I'm almost at 200 videos. This channel is growing. Without you, this channel will not be growing. Thank you so much. We're definitely going to get into this topic. This topic needs to be addressed, and that the indigenous people that's over here, us, I'm talking about us, right? Want to know who we are. We over here grabbing all these names. We Jewish, we Hebrews, we Israelites, we Christians, we Muslims. No, I'm telling you straight facts, and I'm Muslim. I gotta tell you facts. I'm breaking it down to you. I don't care who get offended at all, but this is all true facts. Some people may say it's safe to say if I don't choose that. No, it is a choice now, and I'm gonna tell you why it's a choice. What you choose before you cross over into the spiritual world. Yes. All right, let's get right into this. Come on, let's go. This one, I'm not gonna go really hard on this one, right? I'm really not gonna go hard on this one right here. But I'm gonna talk about this. I'm definitely gonna talk about it because it's needed, and it's been for years and years and years. we don't know who we are and where we come from. Like most people say, they say that it's Africa, we Egyptians, we none of those. We are none of those. We're not African, right? We're not Egyptians. We're not Hebrews. We're not Israelites. We're not Jewish. We're not Christians. We're not Muslims. We are none of those civilizations, because those civilizations have their own ancestors, right? They do. Ancient ancestors. They do. But those ancient ancestors came to talk with us and learn from us, right? So let me get a little coffee right here. Okay. We've been here since the creation of Earth. We was here. When everything started, when everything was set up, right? We was here. We was here, right? We definitely was here. We were sent here. The ancient ancestors were sent right in these lands right here that we call America, right? They had a name, but it wasn't called America. You know, individuals that always supposedly conquer somewhere, they call it a name. The person that does that, you can't conquer nothing that people was already here. We was never slaves. Like individuals say, we was not slaves. We was not slaves. This is all facts, straight up, right? Our ancient ancestors, right? Ancient ancestors. They had the ability to transform their spirit out their body. They used to go back and forth throughout the heavens and the earth and travel far, wide, and near. This is facts. They never spoke. They only spoke with telepathically speaking with one another, because it was forbidden back then to speak, to open your mouth. If you were to speak, everything in existence will hear you, and everything will pay attention, and you will be able to pick it up right away. Who spoke? Because when you speak, your speak goes far, wide, and near. It goes all the way up, and it comes down at the speed of light. But then it travels really loud. It travels on a frequency that we don't understand now, because why? We not in tune with one another. And this is all big facts. We never had a religion. We had a way of life. We was called the upright godly ones. The ancient ancestors, they was called the upright godly ones, right? Telekinesis was them picking up things. They never really used things with their hands. They never really used their hands for anything. They used their mind to move everything. This is all big facts, okay? That been hidden for us for so many years. Being that things was destroyed and built on, the physical proof, right? We don't have in books, right? Because the information was destroyed and built upon. Over here, right here, this was the center and foundation of existence for mankind, right? This was the existence. We are the original people in existence. The first people in existence was us, with the ancient ancestor. Ancient ancestor, right, was given ability to talk to the creator directly and get the information from him directly. Straight up, right? Straight like that. But the whole thing is that they never physically saw him. He didn't allow them to see him, right? if they saw his glory, meaning behind blockage, behind like light upon light, that is his like protection, the light upon light. You know how you can't look at the sun. If you look up the sun and your eyes burn and you can't stand too much, it start tearing, you got to turn like that. Well, his protection is 10 times worse than that. You would look and it would just blind you. It will blind you. I'm talking about physically. It will blind you. You cannot withstand that energy, right? So by them traveling back and forth, going to the heavens and the earth, beyond the heavens and the earth that they was given, they talked to him telepathically. And he would tell them what to do and, you know, what to say telepathically. And they learned the mysteries of creation, the mysteries of the creation of the heavens and earth. He taught them that. And what that came with is technology. That came with everything else that we see that is dumbed down now. Is dumbed down now, right? That came with everything that you see. So the ancient ancestors travel, right? As they travel upon the earth, because you got to know the earth. Physically, you got to know the earth. They encounter other civilizations, right? When they encounter civilizations like Africa, all the places that you talk about, Africa, China, Russia, India, all these places, right? There was ancient ancestors there. They taught them the ways of what? They taught them the ways, the use of what? The use of telepathically to talk with one another. So as they lay their mark down to civilize the earth and the world, right? People start to understand that we are the first in creation. That over here in America, the pyramids that we have over here was already built. It was already built. These pyramids, everything, the structure was, everything was already built. And it was built from what? The very structure in the beginning of what? The heavens and the earth. Remember, he said that he blew it apart. It was together, it was at one, but he blew it. Boom! It was a big explosion. This is all facts. And with this explosion came what? Particles, right? Came particles. From these very particles, right? We built the pyramids out of it, out of the respect, out of the worship of the Creator, right? So, through the token of time, right? Through the token of time, that's why he said, through the token of time, man is in loss. I'm not lost. This is why it's my job to come here and tell you what it is. So, through the token of time, right? The ancient ancestors, by them traveling back and forth and speaking with other life forms, they told them what was going to come about of the what? The descendants of them. The descendants of them. The ancient ancestors passed away, right? They passed on to the spiritual realm, which they mastered already. They mastered that. They mastered it. Straight up. They was taken up. They were so powerful that they was taken up. The whole body and soul was taken up. The ancient ancestors. So what they did before all this chaos that you see, they was permitted to write on the pyramids, right? To leave to us, the descendants, to keep the tradition going on, to keep it going on, right? So we, as us, so we train with individuals. We teach it individuals, chemistry, science, building, horticulture, all of it that you see, Everybody came over here to learn from us. So as they learn from us, these same individuals backdoored us. The indigenous people from the ancient ancestor over here in so-called America. This is why it's the center. This is why everybody come here to learn. Everybody come here. It's sanctuary here because the teaching and the essence of the ancient ancestors is still here. It's still here. This is why over here we're not plagued with so many other like things that goes on in other worlds, like earthquakes and other behaviors in other places, which plague men in the world, as you can study. It's still belief here. It's still hope here in this land because we're from the land, right? We the direct descendants of the ancient ancestors. We are this very soul. We are the very earth. We are the very galaxy, the universe. This is facts. This is facts. Every civilization came through us. So once we civilized the world and made an agreement and pact with the creator of bringing knowledge and wisdom through what? Through a spiritual, telekinetic, and telepathically teaching each other. Then we told individuals from our original mindset, we wrote down. That's how the language became about. Because remember, 85% of the world are melanin people, are melanin, right? And through our melanin, we can what? We can communicate with one another. We can communicate. Yes, everything bounced off each other. The sun, the moon, the stars, it bounced off each other, right? It does. And it comes back full circle. This is how life is, right? Start with the creator, and then it's like a full circle. It bounces back telepathically when you speak to one another. This is why when you call somebody, they'd be like, yo, I just was talking about you. How you called me? Because we're talking to each other. That's how we communicate with each other. You should be all the way over there, and we communicate with you telepathically. You could be in Africa, everywhere. We can communicate with you, and we can set up appointments and schedules for where you could come to school, because our schools, it wasn't just for a 6 months like they do it now. It was for years to study the chemistry, science, the study of existence, of how it came about, right? To civilize in the world. So the individuals that got it now and the people that disrespect us, backdoor all our ancestors, they backdoored us because there was agreement that they was going to, keep us in the loop, keep us in the information, basically, even though we didn't know it. But they laid the pack out to not backdoor us, and they backdoored us for our knowledge, our wisdom, and our understanding, and debased us, the descendants, us, not the ancient ancestors, because we was permitted to teach people language. We was permitted. So everybody learned. Now, the creator, he knew what was going to happen. That's where he started instilling in our bloodline, in us, the indigenous people of this land from the ancient ancestors, to become prophets and messenger. So the message of him, his worship, would not be lost through the token of time. Through the token of time. So he started cutting things. He started limiting things of the ancient ways. He didn't want everybody to have access to come up, because everybody wasn't worthy to have access to come up, to disrespect. You understand where I'm coming from? So this is how the religions came about. This is how the Jews came about. We're not Jews. We are the original people. We didn't have religion. We had a way of life. We was uprightly guided ones. The upright guided ones. Right? There was no books. There was no religion. They just believe in one creator. That's it. He has no children. He begets not now. He begets not, and there's nothing on to him. There's only one. There's only one. That's very powerful. That's it. He doesn't have a son. He doesn't have a daughter. All that other stuff came later. The back door of our teachings. People took their teaching and twisted. And this is how this barbaric mindset set in. This is how Christianity came in. This is how all the religion that you see, Buddhism, all that came about. Islam, all of it came about. Even Islam, all of it came about from us. It came from us. It wasn't called Islam. It wasn't called Jewish. It wasn't called Christianity. It wasn't called Buddhism. It wasn't called any of this until later on, as people lost their way and backdoored us. Everybody backdoored us. Everybody. This is why when you go around to different, this is why the trader says, he said, do what? He said, go throughout the earth and see those that came before you. Then he said, seek knowledge through the cradle of the grave. I'm going to check that out right. I'm going to get that right now. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I would have said it in. He said, seek knowledge. Even in China, for really to seek knowledge is an obligation on every believer. On every believer. Okay? And I can read it in Arabic. But we always, because the knowledge was with us. The world didn't have the knowledge. We had the knowledge from the direct, right? From him. He gave it to the ancestors. This is why they was traveling back and forth. They was given access to travel back and forth throughout the heavens and the earth. They were so powerful that he took them up. The whole body and soul, he took them up. There's no trace of them. They are still alive right now. This is facts. But they're somewhere else in the spiritual realm. In another galaxy, in another place. But far away, you can't get to them. Unless he allowed you to get to them. And he's not going to let you get to them. They still exist. The ancient ancestors. This is facts. Because you know why? He never let them die. They died from this world, meaning traces of them died, but they never died in the spiritual realm. Feel me? You can't find their bodies nowhere. Because their bodies are not here. They still in existence with him somewhere. This is why you have to get in tune. You have to get in tune with your spirituality. This is why he makes it a forefront, is that you have to get in tune with your spirituality. Especially what? The indigenous people from over here in America. This is our land. That song was stolen from us. This is our land. Because when individuals came over here, we were saying this is our land. Why are you backdooring us? Why are you doing this? We taught you how to survive. We civilized you when you was dumb, deaf, and blind. Why are you doing this to us? We are the descendants of the ancient ancestors that taught your ancestors the ways and actions on how to live. It's not in our nature to kill and destroy. It is our only nature to build and construct and educate. This religion came later on is to save what? Is to preserve, to worship of him. because he did away with the actual not the actual teacher, because they still exist on the earth. On the earth, the pyramids are still there, but he did away how he actually dealt with our ancient ancestors. He cut it off. He cut it off from the other world, from the descendants. But the ancient ancestors who knew this, they wrote it down on the pyramids. That's how language came about all around the world, because they wanted to show us the ways and actions and to save the bloodline. But the bloodline was going to be cut through all this murder, death, kill in this mindset. Live the life ain't no thing. It's been around for centuries and centuries and centuries. This is not nothing new. So the Jewish religion came about. The Torah came about. He started revealing these scriptures down to keep the worship of him alive. Because he wasn't going to give no more access to everybody coming in and out freely. He was going to block certain things. Yes. This is why we need to be what? Not worship, but recognize as the forefather of existence, us over here. And then when they bought, during the land of slave trade, they bought so-called slaves over here. We had to mix in because the descendants was dying off through what? From corruption, from pollution, from death, murder, kill. We was dying off. So our descendants, right, had to mix in with other civilizations just to keep that bloodline, right, alive. Even though we taught them, they ways and actions in Africa, in China, in Europe, Alaska, the North Pole, the South Pole, all of it, we conquered it. I mean, not conquered it, we traveled with it and learned the ways and actions of everything in existence. When you had to talk to the ancestors, you just didn't talk to them. You had to come. It was, oh man, it was lit up 24/7. It was light upon light upon light. Even in the dark, it was light upon light. This is how powerful they was. This is how connected they was with this one being, the creator, the everlasting Alpha Omega. He cannot die. He cannot be destroyed. Religion came about to save what? To save what? To save the belief in him. To worship him. So people won't forget. People won't forget. When people forget, he sent messengers. Because we started it. We never forgot him. We never did. We stayed in worship with him. Mentally. Telepathically. Telenesics. Yes. We stayed in and out. In and out, 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 in and out. Yes. This is why it's very important to get in tune. And the closest things to the ancient ancestors, right, is what? Is Muslim. And I'm telling you actually fact. That is the closest thing. The closest to our ancient ways of the ancient ancestors. This is why over here, a lot of us is lost. Hip hop was procreated. It's a little bit of this. You see how hip hop is? It's a little bit of dancing. It's a little bit of everything. Poetry, everything. Karate, it's a little bit of everything. That's how hip hop was procreated. Through the ancient ancestors to bring awareness. That's how things, yes. This is actual facts, brother. You have to look deeper with inside of yourself. We didn't have a language. Everybody else had a language. The language came about as when we was backdoored over here and people was beating the teachings, and the teachings started getting dumbed down. It started getting watered down, is at where it's at right now. Muslim, Jewish, Christian, any other came later on. The people broke off and started procreating their own culture in ways and actions. That's what happened. They lost the way of the ancient ancestors. That's what happened. This is actually what happened. We always was getting revelations. That's how we civilized the earth. That's how we civilized the world. That's how we civilized everything and everybody. To telepathically speaking to one another. Don't you notice that you can speak not just to us, but a lot of other people? You could be on time with a lot of other people from different civilizations. Like, y'all thinking the same thing. They see? That's the ancient ancestors. Everybody have an ancient ancestors, because we taught the ancient ancestors how to communicate with the Creator. And this was before it was no revelations. It was no books. It wasn't none of that. Every civilization have a pyramid. Through time, man went off track and started doing their own thing. Other civilizations. But if you go and dig up places, there is pyramids in all of these places. Because that's how we was in tune with one another and worship the Creator out of respect for Him, for blessing us with the knowledge that He blessed us with. That's why He said, I taught man the use of pen. I taught man what he knew not. He taught by telepathically speaking to man, putting it into man's mind, talking to them, telling them what to do. One of the examples is Moses. He spoke to Moses. He's a descendant. He's not an ancestor. He's a descendant of the ancient ancestors. He's a descendant. Just like some of us are. We are descendants. Not all of us. It's not a lot of us. It's some of us. It's not a lot of us. By you getting in tune and talking to who you talk to, you could maybe to understand who are the descendants of the ancient ancestors. Because they're talking about things that you don't know, that you didn't never read in a book. Your book knowledge is not going to get you there. They can talk beyond the book, and so you won't believe it because you don't have a spirituality to take you there. You don't have a spirituality to take you there. Not saying that's not bad, right? But everybody don't have access to that. This is facts. And we have to respect that. That's how he wanted it. That's why it's our job to civilize those that's not civilized, to bring balance and justice to the world, to the universe, to the heavens and earth, and beyond. Except him. You can't, he will destroy you if you, but this is facts. This is how language came about. This is how scriptures came about. This is how religions came about. There wasn't no religion. There was no religion. We was called upley. We was called uplevite guided ones. Uplevite guided ones. In Arabic, it's called Hanif. Uplevite guided one. That civilized the whole entire earth. We were so in tune, right? We spoke to the earth, spoke to birds and bees and animals and trees. Everything we touch, we heal. This is facts. The ancient ancestors, that's how powerful they was. I'm only giving you a glimpse of their power. The very earth, when they walk, the very earth would tremble. When they speak, that's why it was forbidden to speak. In order for them to speak, they had to have permission. Certain things had to be put in place. Certain barriers and blockage so the earth won't crumble and cause chaos. It won't be tsunamis and earthquakes. It was forbidden amongst the ancient ancestors. We are the descendants, and we need to act like it. We've been watered down and dumbed down for a very, 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 very long time. This is why the religions and everything came about, so he can save us, because he could not give us access to what he have gave in the ancestors, the ancient ancestors. He had to cut some of that off. Everybody cannot have access to him. Only chosen ones have to have access to him. You don't want anybody to have access. You cannot. No, it don't work like that. He said it. I understand. I understand. This is deep, yo. I'm giving it up. This is coming straight to me right now. This is nothing written down. This is coming to me right now as I'm speaking to you. This is part one. We're going to talk about part two, but I'm going to give it up to you in part two, right? If anybody want to debate me, get in my comments. You want to come on my channel and challenge me from a spiritual point of view? Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Because what are you doing? The individual that's doing this, he going to say, read this and that. No, you're not. It's probably one of the natives that took on one of these civilizations, whether it be Africa, whether it be Egyptian, whether it be any Israelite, whether it be Hebrew, whether it be any other, these other civilizations which came from us from the beginning. I'm going to be humble about it because I'm here to teach. I'm not here to debate with you, brothers and sisters. This is where the knowledge is at. This is where the guidance is at. This is where the truth is at. This is where the light is at. I need you to get in tune with your spirituality more than ever now. Put aside the petty difference. Put aside the spinning the block. Put aside all of this stuff. The synthetic weed, the alcohol, all of it. Get in tune. Come now, don't come later. Come now, do not come later. Keep your eyes open and your head on the swivel. There's murder, death, kill going on out here. Live the life, leave the life. Ain't no thing. Murder, death, kill. I'm married to the game and the game is married to me. And it only presents that you can get cars, clothes, you can get everything your physical heart desire. But it's not showing you that there's only two ways out of it. It cloaks your mind and your heart with riches and blinds you. But the only way out is jail and death and murder of you and your loved ones. But there's a little crack there. It's light. You have to look for it and find it. It's there to help and save you through the darkness as it overspread us, as a community, as people, as the indigenous people of this land, of the very soil that we walk on every day. Every time you walk, you plant roots into the earth. That's how deep it is. This murder, death, kill, let's give it back to the co-creators of it. Let's eradicate it from our thoughts, mind, body, and soul. Each one teach one. Please like, share, subscribe to the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. Coming with bangers upon bangers, bangers upon bangers, bangers upon bangers. Heat upon heat, heat upon heat. Content upon content, content upon content. You're going to see a lot of things that's going to make you go, weird. Don't lose hope. Come to this channel. I'm going to get you through. This is facts. This is no bubble gum. This is no capping. I don't jack anybody. I don't follow anybody. I follow the spiritual, rightly guided ones, the spiritual realm. And I've been here for years and years and years, studied, ate it, lived in it, learned it. And now I'm here to teach you. We civilize every civilization that you know about. Every one of them. I don't care where they at. So I would like to end this topic with, I love you. I love you. Truly do. Kings and queens, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, I love you. If nobody can tell you today, I love you, truly love you. All I want to see you do is grow, grow, grow. Elevate, elevate, elevate to the best person that you can be in life, in existence, and do your thing. Because I was there, just like you. I always say it, just like you. But I worked. I had to work in all levels to get here. I earned to get here. I didn't lie to get here. I earned and put in work, physically and spiritually, to get here, to be the example for you and I, to lead the people to righteousness and the enlightenment of us on who we really are, the indigenous people in this land that didn't never have a language, didn't have no religion. It came about later on to save the worship of him. He cut certain access off to him after the ancient ancestors, and the descendants was backdoor. We was backdoored. And we try to hold on to the teachings, but it was beating at us, beating at us, beating at us. We lost so many descendants, I can't even count. That's why they brought the people from Africa over here to intertwine with us, to destroy the bloodline of that secret bloodline that runs in the earth in this land over here. It was backdoored after teaching the world civilization and to worship the Creator. Seek knowledge, even in China. For really, to seek knowledge is an obligation for those who believe. He's saying physical, go over there and check everything that I'm telling you about Austin. And you should see. You should see. Things has been covered up. Everybody backdoored us and the ancestors and the descendants. Everyone. And the earth don't like it. And the universe don't like it. That's why I push back and push back. Why do you think? Go on to part 2. Check out. I'm about to give it up to part 2. Subscribe, like to the dopest channel out here on YouTube. This is all big facts. That's coming with bangers upon bangers, bangers upon bangers. I'm bringing that heat, actual fact, knowledge, intertwined with spirituality, with experience that dealt with the murder, death, kill in the darkness. I'm you, you're me. I'm that one that be on the train, on the buses eating turkey, bacon, egg, and cheese, toasted bagel, grabbing my coffee up with my headphones on, Walkman, CD player. Now is Bluetooth, wireless headphones, iPhones, Androids. I'm him. That should be on welfare in the shelters. I had to learn. To come back and show you that you can do it. Give it back, the murder, death, kill. Give it back. It's plaguing us for years and years, beloved. Peace, y'all. Peace. 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 Peace.